Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? It's your boy Lifting Fishing in Life here, bringing you another lifting episode. So, first and foremost, thank you so much to Kendall and Caden for hooking it up with the phone holder in the car. So, I'm not going to be holding the phone like this anymore. That's super dangerous. I didn't like it, and the camera work was trash. But it looks so much better now, so thank you guys so much for the gift. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. Anyway, got some things to talk about before we get into it today. So, I realized that I'm taking a little too long in the gym lately, a lot longer than I'd like. So I'm basically going to be changing the way I train and changing the amount of times a week I train. So what I'm planning on doing here is I'm planning on making my workouts about an average of an hour and 15 minutes instead of like close to 2 hours and 15 minutes is what they used to be, because I was always so focused on technique with the snatch and the clean and doing all these tons of different exercises for accessories and stuff along those lines. But the way I want to do it now, which I've never done this before, this is a completely new thing to me, is basically full body training 6 days a week, full body strength training 6 days a week. So I don't have to spend so much dang time up here. What I want to do is I want to have a bench and deadlift day. So I superset bench and deadlifts, and I superset overhead press and squats on another day. And on some other days, I'm just doing pure accessories and stuff like that. The accessories that I enjoy doing, such as, rows and dips and stuff like that. We love rows and dips. But I have better rep ranges now for working sets than what I did have. So right now I have basically my typical working set is about a 3x8, and normally in the past it would be like a 5x8, it's a ton of volume, which is great, but the thing about it is you can't really push yourself very hard if you're doing all that much volume. So I would just keep the weight if I was doing, say a 4x8 at 225 on bench like I did last week. Now I'm doing a 3x8, and I'm going to keep it at a 3x8 for a while. I could probably go up to about, maybe 235 for one of those sets and something along those lines. I'm also not going to be setting in stone my rep ranges anymore, like do 3x8 only. I am going to do, what are they called? Like actual. So guys, before I get into what I actually want to talk about today, I'm going to give you a quick little tidbit about the workout. So first off, I recorded my first set of overhead press and pull-ups, and it didn't record for some reason, so it is what it is. Second off, what I'm doing now is I'm supersetting my compound movements so I can get my workouts done quicker, so I can go and see my family. So you guys are going to be seeing that in this video and in my videos to come. I listened to a podcast today, the Huberman Lab podcast, and he was talking about general strength training with another guy, Dr. something, I forget his name. But anyway, they said that this was okay as long as you're willing to miss a couple reps. And I don't really mind missing a couple reps because at the end of the day, I just want to be the best man that I possibly can be. And I can't just prioritize 2 hours of strength training a day and 1 hour of video editing a day just because I want to work out. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on here. But what I wanted to talk about today is this vision that I had a few nights ago, and it was actually very, very spectacular. It was very incredible. It was pretty much the most amazing vision or dream that I've ever had. So I was asleep, so it was during my dream, but it was something that never has happened before. So I'm going to get right into it. I kind of just wrote down and it's going to be a little weird, so just bear with me, but I wrote down what the dream was, and I'm just going to read it to you guys and then we'll talk about it. So, what I wrote, as soon as I woke up, right after having this vision, I said, I just had a dream where I took a Percocet prior to a family gathering and I just had a vision. For some reason, Lucas Lanier and some other people who seemed to know me were there, and it started as I was seeing dead bodies everywhere in Notinis where I was eating. So me and my family were at this family get together, and I took this Percocet before we went for some reason. So I guess I wanted to get effed up, which is very stupid. I would not actually do that in real life, but I guess my dream self would. So anyway, so I took this Percocet and I started seeing dead bodies everywhere, and I had some friends at from school there, like kind of just some random friends that were also there. But I start seeing dead bodies everywhere in the restaurant where me and my family are eating, and I'm just telling myself, keep calm, Noah, keep calm. You need to chill. Don't let your family know that you just took Percocet. So anyway, I'm going to continue reading. So I said, I was just like, Noah, you're tweaking. You need to chill. You need to calm. You need to act calm and normal and get it together. So basically, I run to the bathroom from here and I start to mildly panic because I'm seeing way more dead bodies. I'm seeing bodies that are like cut in half and bodies that are bloody hanging over the bathroom stall, and like everybody's dead. It's a complete freaking nightmare. So I'm like, okay, this is bad. I just need to chill out and I need to act like nothing's going on so my parents don't realize that I've just taken a drug. Okay, so I'll continue. Okay, so once I walked out of the restroom, everything was empty and discolored. It looked like a bluish green color, honestly, and by this time I was actually getting very, very scared. So, like, by this bluish green color, I mean, it kind of reminded me of that one SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob goes in the future and everything's covered in chrome, except it was like this bluish green, really, really weird color. And there was no chairs in the restaurant that we were in. It's called Notini's. There was no chairs there. So I was just trying my best to figure it out and go back to where I think my chair was and go sit down. But like I walked over right to where I was sitting down and there was no chair. I even like pretended to grab a chair because I wanted to. Nobody was there either. It was just me. It was completely empty. There was no chairs. I just wanted to act normal so I wouldn't freak out. So I start pulling out this chair and I realize there ain't no chair there and I'm in trouble. Anyway, here, I'm gonna pause this recording. Give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm back. So everything was a green color. There was no one there. I was just trying not to panic. I was trying to pretend nothing was going on. I wanted to see my family again, and I wanted to know what was going on. Yeah, here we go. So I started panicking big time. And I started praying. And I said, God, I will never do anything like this again. God, please forgive me and let me see my family again. God, please don't let it end like this. Because at this point, like I didn't realize this was a dream, and I thought I had overdosed on a Percocet, or I thought that I had accidentally taken something that was way more powerful than a Percocet, possibly like DMT or fentanyl, and I just died. So I was just praying my heart out like, God, please don't let it end here. I was on my knees and I felt my body. Okay, this is when it gets crazy. I was on my knees and I feel my body just ascend into the atmosphere. Like it went through straight through the roof. It was the most spectacular feeling. It was like I was an airplane traveling at 1,000 miles an hour straight into the atmosphere. I could see the earth from a distance, and it looked like, from my perspective, it looked like the size of a, I don't know how to explain it, but like if you hold like a quarter, like I guess 6 inches away from your face, that's about how big the earth was. So I was still pretty close to the earth. But I felt my body just ascend through the air. Okay, so I was alone in space, just with the stars, for about a minute or so. And then a creature that was made out of literally what looked like constellations appeared before me. It must have been an angel. The angel started speaking what seemed like English, but I wasn't sure. Whatever he was saying, I could understand it. He was really speaking like, but I could actually understand what he was saying. It was crazy. I don't know how I could understand what he was saying, but like I couldn't hone in and focus. I was like, no, just hold on. Whatever he was saying, I could understand it. I only started listening at the very end because I realized that I should have been listening that entire time. He was referring to a Bible verse that I cannot think of, but it will come to me when I see it again. So at the very end, he was telling me a Bible verse that was important to me, and I literally couldn't remember it. I remembered it as soon as I woke up, and I was like, "All right, I need to get up and write all this down because this was the craziest thing that's ever happened to me." But by the end of writing everything down, I forgot the freaking Bible verse. So I pray that I can find the Bible verse again, and I pray that I can also use this amazing gift again. And then I wrote, that was amazing. I can't believe what just happened. It was so crazy. I thought I accidentally took DMT. Completely amazing. And that God granted me that. God granted me that. Maybe I was gifted with visions. This was awesome. That's the best dang gift. Visions are just incredible. Guys, that's where I'm going to end it off for the day. I hope y'all have a good one. I hope the verse was good. I hope it somewhat goes along with what I'm saying. Sorry if this was an extra long video, but I just had to get all this off my chest. It was just crazy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace out.